How about the dead guy?
I mean,
well, I can sum it up.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Vinny, Vitty, Vici.
I can sum it up. That was CERN's experience.
I mean, I feel like
and turned to sand. So
I feel like you skipped over the parts where you completely beat the ever-loving shit out of a bunch of dwarves, but okay.
I mean, that was all well and good, but it ended badly. I ended screaming and dying. So, hey, Demi-plane. Is that a good spell? I've never heard of it.
Yes.
Grab a couple of spells. I'm just picking out 8th level spells because I have 8th level spells.
Exceedingly swanky.
I've never used any of these, so I don't know what you're good at.
Well, you guys stand here in the chamber. Dwarven treasure scattered around you.
Oh yeah, we need to collect treasure.
The clay man defeated, the dwarves routed.
Well, let's have a
Dirk,
moment of
you
silence.
have the hat of lore.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of like holding on to it, like, all right, let's have a moment of silence for fallen brother CERN.
Indeed.
I said silence! Alright, that's enough. Let's loot the place.
Alright.
We will avenge him, for he is gone to meet the lore bard. And thus we begin the looting.
And the pillaging.
Yes. Yes.
Alright. Hook the vacuum up to the bag of holding. Besides the hat, because Dern's wearing the hat.
Yes.
Which does not have stats because it's a quest item, and I'm not giving you guys artifacts. Not for this, at least.
Yeah, every time Dern tries to drop it, it pops back into his inventory.
Yeah.
He even tries to put
This
it on.
item is required for a quest.
It also weighs nothing because I'm not a sadistic dick.
It's the Skyrim quest. Pouch, just full of a bunch of, weightless items, despite the fact they look like, giant ass things when you pick them up.
I mean, frankly, that's better than the alternative.
And you forget what some of them do, and they're just in there for the whole game, and like, what the fuck is that from?
What, you mean like the Baldur's Gate approach where quest items are unmarked, have weight, and you can drop and lose them permanently? And be forever incapable of finishing the quest?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
See, that's my approach to magic items, not to, shit that's important for stuff to happen.
So yeah, we loot the place. Also, did CERN have anything interesting on him? On his person?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I didn't have any magic items, except for the arm.
And the staff?
No, I lost the staff. The only thing I had was...
Oh yeah, that's right. You got disintegrated with all your magic items.
Yeah, I didn't... The only thing I have is the arm. That's the only thing that survived.
Yeah, and then he got
The
disintegrated.
cursed arm?
Yeah, so
that
the cursed
death
arm. We'll pull out the lead blanket.
That death arm. Yeah, you need to wrap that. That's kind of bad.
Well, looted. Shall we make our way out?
Well,
Hold
I
on.
mean, he's still
technically we
typing.
have- yeah, and technically
Oh.
we haven't looted the whole place yet.
Do we want to Skyrim loot this place?
Well, I did want to take that giant crystal that's in the middle of all the passageways because that's a really big hunk of what is it?
No barrel left unopened. We must steal all the carrots.
Or at least the biggest carrot.
Do all the carrots.
There we go.
Ring of a midi?
Amity.
That doesn't sound good.
Amity?
I mean, at least it's not the Amityville horror.
I'm
Amity is
unfamiliar.
Amity is a positive thing. Like Amityville is like saying Pleasantville.
I think I mean a minute.
It very specifically means a friendly relationship.
Yeah.
The Glory of Giants item?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the sheet doesn't automate it, so I was like, what the fuck is that? Another rune.
I thought it was thematic.
I know a guy that's into those.
That's what I was thinking. It's like, hey, we got one of those in our squad. He'll love it. Although I think he's actually full up on attunement slots.
Yeah,
But
I'm a dick.
he'll probably drop something to pick this up to have more runes, especially if it goes and jives with the ice one.
Oh God, that's just. Oh God, that's just very. Oh man.
There's a great big quaking It shakes the chamber as you guys are standing here.
Yes, the mountain falling. No.
I mean, is it actually the mountain falling, or is there like a giant ogre, or
I don't know. The
a
whole
fairy?
place has been shaking
it's
everywhere we go, unless
it's
he's
the
just
mountain
following us
falling.
around, stomping.
Well, then I guess we should probably get going.
All right, you're getting out of the mountain.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
getting
let's
out.
leave.
Yeah.
Back the way we came.
Mm-hmm. You head out along the lake, past the dead bodies, through the tunnels. Give me a survival check. Whoever's taking the lead.
I mean,
I believe that would be me, since the other people who have better
I can assist. I mean, I do have a map of the place drawn out.
All right. Ferdo, you are able to navigate the party through the underground mushroom forests, over the underground rivers and lakes, and back to a hole that had collapsed into the roof of the cave. You guys are able to scurry out and into a row of rooms that you know contain now looted dwarvish chapels.
Who could have possibly looted a church? The heathens. Anyway, let's move on.
As you guys walk past the scenes of your blasphemous looting,
Who? What?
yeah,
No.
you, leaving this section, as the earth quakes again, you can see stone falling around you, into a large chamber with a big glowing hunk of quartz suspended over a abyss.
I remember you, Quartz.
You can see the other corridors have since collapsed.
I wanted you, Quartz, but apparently the mountain will deny me my final prize, so we will leave.
What did you want to take?
That giant hunk of quartz floating that makes this whole room
Suspended.
go.
Oh, it's suspended, so it's hanging up there?
Yeah,
By what?
big old chain.
Hmm.
But the mountain is collapsing, and I do not want to get squished.
Well, we can take a second to try.
It does look pretty big and pretty heavy, and pretty secured to the ceiling.
Yeah. Faradil, do you have a magic weapon?
Yes, I do.
Are you capable of flight?
Do you betcha?
Well, I see a way to remove the chains.
Yeah, the chains part is easy. Getting it out of the room is the hard part. Actually, are any of wait, hold on. Is the way out like still good that we came in from?
It does look like it's fracturing a bit, and some rocks have fallen into the way.
Right, but is that way big enough for the giant hunk quartz?
No.
We don't have to take the whole giant hunk of quartz.
But if you don't take the whole thing, it's not really worth it there. So
Yeah,
just
but
get out here.
even if you can get slivers of it that glow. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to take the whole thing, but if you can get pieces of glowing quartz, that would be worth the pause.
Well, I mean, I don't even need to deal with the chain. Then I can just hit the quartz with the hammer and just take what.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
just
so
give her
you
a good
guys,
old schmack.
yeah, you guys go ahead, just in case this thing collapses. No, not everybody dies because of being
Hmm.
greedy, and I'll hit it a few times, and hit it like a pinata and then leave.
I'll hot cast detect magic with the rod. So that when he gets fragments down, I can look at it.
Okay. Give me an attack roll, Faradul.
Just one attack roll.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely hits. Roll that damage. Yeah. Yeah, you break the chain.
Well, he was just hitting the crystal.
Oh, just hit the crystal. Yeah, so you shatter crystal. You get apparently I wasn't clicked on the right thing because I pressed a button and Pillars of Wisdom begin blasting at full tilt in my ears. And you get 7 shards of glowing quartz.
Very neat.
All right.
And then
About how big?
Knife blade sized.
Okay.
that's a pretty sturdy hunk of quartz.
Mm-hmm. Well, naturally, you would have grabbed the biggest pieces, and if it's shattering like icicles, then...
Nah, yeah, fair point.
Precisely. All right. Anything else?
Let's book it.
Yeah, let's
All right. You guys exit back onto the surface on top of the mountain slopes. It's quite a hike down. Unless you want to ride an avalanche.
Nah.
I mean, don't knock it till you try.
I mean, I have a 10-foot by 2-foot wide board in the bag of holding. We could make it toboggan.
Nah, I have no desire. Like we can take our time.
I'm just
What do you mean? There was an avalanche. It's fresh powder.
I'm just picturing that whole the Grinch where he's voiced by Boris Karloff, the original animated one. You guys all on that sleigh full of all of the dwarves' presents and treasure. One unfortunately summoned familiar. All right. But yeah, you guys just walking down the slope.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm just walking down. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys start walking down the slope. The end of the day occurs before you reach the bottom.
That's all right.
I mean, I kind of would hope so.
Like, how far away are we from the bottom when night falls?
About 2 miles.
Ah, that's no problem. And that way we can make camp
I
at
mean,
at our stuff.
if you want to get down there sooner, there is a way.
I'm not
Toboggan.
following my ass. No, it's just 2 miles. It's not that hard. Not that far.
Yeah, if you're running, you can make it in 14 and some change.
Well, it is snow, so that would slow you down a little bit. So, but it's
Oh,
not,
well, yeah.
not that bad.
So, let's make camp.
Indeed, because good lord, that last fight hurt.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's make camp.
All right, you make camp. Without your protective dome, wizardly bullshit. It is in fact not air conditioned or heated.
We got big ass tents.
Yeah, we got tents and we can make fire.
I know. Making fire like a normal person sleeping in a tent. What are you guys, poor?
No, we're
The
just wizardless.
barbarity of it.
They shall see you camping in your tent and think, hath they not the power to cast tiny hut?
Ah, we should take away their tents.
Their little fabric boxes. Alright, but yeah, you guys set up your camp and rest. It is in fact a restful, uneventful night here on the slopes of the mountain, save for the occasional quake.
No, of course.
No one accosts you in the dead of night. No one snuck into your camp and stole treasure from your pile. No one made a clean getaway undetected.
We gotta find this no one and just murder the fuck out of him. He's way too dangerous.
Say, where exactly was he stealing from?
No one stole anything.
You're making it sound like no one stole everything. So I'm gonna have to side with Dern on this one.
Okay, Sinclair, what do we have labeled anything in our loot?
The bag of spell scrolls? No, I'm kidding.
The vials that contain the eggs to make giant radioactive spiders.
The madmen.
What was the name of the Cyclops? Polyphemus?
He has a name?
Pretty certain he does.
And it is Polyphemus.
Yeah, Polyphemus.
I have finally finished my spell sheet.
Extremely cool.
Anyway, so with that taken care of, morning comes and we make our way. What do we need to do next for this weird quest?
Bring the hat back to the
Well,
gnomes.
yeah, we got the hat. We got the gauntlets of Thule. So we need to return to the gnomes and hand it over so that their guy can do the ritual to bring about
The gnomish promised land.
Yeah, I got it written down somewhere.
The gnomish version of Ragnarok.
Vendor Scappeldunk.
Yeah, gnomish version of Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So, hi ho silver back to the gnomes.
Right, and if I recall, they were at a lake somewhere.
Lake Hibblemore?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, a little walk up north.
All right.
East.
East we go.
Oh, I thought the dwarves were south. Nah, whatever.
Under the
We don't
nose.
have a map.
Well,
We know where we need to
strictly-
go.
Yeah. Do you?
Well, I sure shit
I
don't.
would hope
Somebody needs to
so.
tell me.
We just spent time up on top of the mountain. I think we could have figured it out.
Hey, I see the lake over there. Gets to the bottom of the mountain. Where the fuck's the lake? Zero object permanence.
I forgot.
Everyone dumped their int whiz and charisma.
I did.
Alright. But yeah.
I
You
only felt
guys
my strength on
decamp,
Sinclair.
get down onto the slopes, hit one of the local mountain trails that the dwarves have, and make it onto the main road.
Silver, that away.
Indeed. A full day of travel through these heavily wooded roads passes as you guys are walking through.
Aren't we riding?
I don't know. Do you guys have animals?
I mean, I've got
No,
Big Bird.
We got teleported here without our stuff. The boat's on its way back.
I forgot.
We'll have to go back to the coast to get our boat. So yeah, we're walking. We're poor right now.
Well, I have a spell that lets me just get Big Bird.
Oh yeah, okay. He's riding. We're walking. Okay.
I mean, what's your animal
Indeed.
handling?
0. Oh,
Animal handling, Faradool?
Animal handling. +5.
Yeah, you could catch us a couple of elk to ride.
Okay, yeah. Sure. Are there elk to catch?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So riding elk.
Large creatures.
Give me an animal handling check in order to attempt to negotiate with the local elk population.
Give him a moose. They're more fun.
No, my sister was bitten by a moose once.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They're way more fun.
Does anybody else have animal handling?
Because if you fail to check with them, they
No,
will
I'm not.
actually
I'm
beat
not
the shit
proficient
out
in
of
that
you.
one. That's one of the ones not on my list.
Fuck it. Yes, you successfully managed to cajole and bribe a herd of local elk into providing you transportation.
See, I tried threatening them with the hammer first, but then I realized that the elk don't understand the implications of the hammer, so I just get some carrots. Or whatever they like to eat. I don't know.
Carrots will work.
Yeah, carrots.
The upper parts of pine trees, less bitter. So
It's so funny. I will ride into town on a bunch of elk.
we are one with the woods.
High-level adventurers riding into town on elk.
I mean, that's pretty badass, right? I mean, look at the size of a fucking elk.
Yeah,
They're really majestic creatures.
they are.
That and the moose.
The moose.
Also, I frankly respect any creature that thinks throwing hands with a weird, hairless ape will improve its odds during mating season. Mostly because disrespecting them will get my ass beat. She said, look at that thing. It's so cool. Okay, this feels like it's about to personally object or it's about to get hit by a bear or some shit. Huh. Nothing bad has happened. Okay. All right, but yes, you ride on your elk through the woods, startling the odd traveler. As you make it to Lake, hold on, what the fuck am I on about? You while you're doing this, you spot a bush, and the bush has a gnome hat sticking out of it.
I just blink at
Mister.
it like,
What?
Mister,
What?
there's a group of tall people on Elk.
Yes, but
They've
Dern
stopped
has
by
no.
your
And his brother.
Hmm.
and then you see your other brother.
I'd recognize that bush anywhere. Hello, brother.
Well, now that's some phrasing.
He's a smart one.
Yeah, that's why he's behind the bush.
I know. He's very cautious. No, that's not what it is. He's not cautious.
Brother, we're on a quest for the lore bard. Join us.
You're always on a quest for the lore bard.
How many brothers do you have?
17.
They're gnomes. They have a lot.
Wait. So I spent all that trouble getting your brother back, and you had 17 others?
No, I had 16 others.
We're a large
Okay, well,
family.
15 others now, but still,
Well, we can bring him
We're
back.
a large family. Yeah.
Actually, it's still 16 others.
Sinclair holds up the bag of dust. See?
15 and a half.
And a quarter. You're giving Cern too much credit.
Well, fuck it. More the merrier.
Dern and Cern are our younger brothers.
We're the smarter
They're
ones.
Right.
Ah, yes, the wizard brother dumped his int.
No, they just don't. The rest of the family doesn't hang out with Dern and Cern because it's always the lore bard with them. They're always on about the lore bard.
Like in the big family gatherings, we're those fundy people that always show up.
Yeah, so the rest of the family doesn't they're not as big lore bard fans as Dern and Cern. Anyway, he's a gnome dressed in multicolored robes. Just
Oh, say, brother, we did find in our journeys this ring that might be really helpful to you. As Dern takes off a ring and just tosses it to him.
okay. I take the ring. What is it?
It's a ring of spell storing.
Ooh.
It's currently empty though. I used up all the stored spells last fight.
Ooh. That's a good item. I can put a little spell in there. Yes.
The great quiet has been disturbed.
All right.
All of my cousins and aunts and uncles are back now. God damn it.
No, you're having a Speaking of reunions, are you having one at your house?
Yeah.
You need to go in the room and tell them all to leave you alone. Be antisocial.
Well, we are a much quieter part of the family than they're part of the family. They're so
Well, what you
loud.
do is you just walk in there, just without saying a word in front of everyone. You just drop a 5-gallon bucket, 2 gallons of bleach, 2 gallons of ammonia. You just start mixing it in front of them, and then walk away.
Gassing your family.
Oh, that's awful. No,
The smart ones will figure out what's going on and leave. The others won't be a problem anymore.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Oh, that's
Especially not when it's gonna be recorded on the D&D session.
Just tell them you're cleaning your bucket very thoroughly with both bleach and ammonia.
Ah, yes, that episode of King of the Hill. The whitening power of bleach with the cleaning power of ammonia. Whoops. Alright.
And to top it all off, concentrated hydrogen peroxide.
So,
Fine.
the brothers Kneecappa are reunited.
Indeed.
As you make it to Lake Hibblemore, you can see the small island just off the shore with a big rock that the gnomes have built their temple inside.
A gnome temple, really?
Indeed. Well, I approach and do the secret entrance dance.
All right. A floor tile pops up by the doors, and a gnome sticks his head out.
Ah, brothers, welcome. Have you completed your quest for the mighty lore bard?
Brother, I in fact returned victorious in the name of the Lore Bard, with both the Hat of Lore and the Gauntlets of Amthul.
Ah, a great day is upon us. Hooray.
Hooray!
Come on in.
Thanks!
We got cobbler.
Ooh, excellent.
Yes, fresh.
Ah, very good.
As they usher Learn and Dern
Yeah, I definitely want some problem.
into the hole before they close that up, leaving the rest of you outside for a minute before they pop open the actual doors and let you guys in.
Yeah, don't let the humans in.
You guys walk in through these unworked stones. They create a cave. Following the way in, you guys see more shrubbery with little gnome hats sticking out. The occasional whisper. Definitely no gnomes in here. They definitely aren't security. As you guys make your way into the large central cavern, you can see a gilded statue of a great gnome standing over an altar. A ring of gnomes, well, 3 concentric rings of gnomes standing around it. And you can see the lore bard currently hauling ass across the back of the chamber, pulling up his pants and frantically muttering to himself of,
Oh god, they got back really quick. I probably got time to get off the shitter.
as he runs up to the altar and stands there like he'd been waiting for you for a while.
What do you mean got back really quick? We sailed across the world. We went to another plane of existence, and then teleported back and walked here.
Yup.
That's one hell of a shit. He should have less fucking fiber in his diet.
Don't you mean more fiber?
Well, Gilbert,
More
do you
fiber,
add
he'd be
more traffic?
constipated. Good God.
Well, no, hold on. Do you add cars to a traffic jam, or do you try to take some away?
Neither. You use preformed concrete forms, and you build another highway on top of that.
Ah,
We call it the California approach to traffic accidents.
All right. The lore bard stands waiting atop the altar.
Welcome, brothers. I hear tell that your quest for our great cause is at an end. You have acquired the artifacts of myth and lore?
Shit, there was a third one? I only got the Hat of Lore and the Gauntlets of Amthul. What was the artifact of myth I had to get?
No, that you got the right stuff.
Oh,
got
okay.
the gauntlets of Amthul, the hat of lore.
Gotcha. All right,
You
yeah.
got the dagger already.
Yep. I have them right here. As I present to him the Hat of Lore and the Gauntlets of Amthul.
Ah, thank you for presenting these to me, brother.
He takes all 3 artifacts and lays them on the altar.
I step back to
Please,
watch.
please, take your positions right there at the front.
All right, I
You
take
have
the
heard
indicated position.
All right, my gnomish brothers and sisters. For a long time have our kind struggled against the tall folk in order to ensure that our gnomish homeland is secured. But thanks to the Kneecapper brothers and their tall people companions, we are about to bring upon our promised land. With the hat of lore,
As he puts the hat on his head.
the gauntlets of Umthul, the world serpent,
As he equips the gloves.
and this really good knife.
Oh, the dagger.
We shall begin our ritual and bring about the gnomish promised land of Vinder Scapeldunk. Now, if you would please flip to page 3 of your ritual guide, as the first 3 pages simply contain a foreword from Nicholas Gnome. We shall begin.
Flip, flip, flip.
All right. So, you can see these pamphlets. They have all kinds of weird gnomish chants and songs and arcane scribblings. Are any of you proficient in Arcana?
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me Arcana checks. Well, you look your stuff over, and yeah, this stuff is it kind of gobbledygook. Most of it doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, I mean, expected from a cult. Sinclair is not surprised at all. You just make shit up and, yeah, that looks like a ritual to
Yeah,
any non-cult member.
There's like a whole 2 symbols in the entire pamphlet, or the entire ritual book, that are actually magical. And the gnomes begin to chant their ritual. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Chanting along.
Sitting back eating some almonds. Wondering what the fuck fresh hell this is gonna do.
All right. All right. You guys do so. You see this gnome after an hour of chanting and him just kind of sitting there on top of the altar with this, looking like he's taking a shit. Look, you think he's tuning to the items.
If Faradul looks nervous, I'll just look over him and I'm like, yeah, this is complete bullshit and gibberish. There's no actual ritual going on.
I appreciate that, but I'm not nervous. I'm just amused to see what the hell this is gonna end with.
Indeed. A great halo of light forms behind this gnome's head as he lifts up his gauntlets and begins performing powerful magics. you can feel the air around you begin to tingle on your gums as the room begins to smell of ozone. And the world quakes and trembles. And I need from everybody a charisma save.
Is this versus magic?
This is versus magic.
All right, what save?
Charisma.
Are they close enough to benefit from my aura?
I'd assume you guys are standing together.
Neat. That's 5 there, Dern.
Yeah, it's 5.
Cool. Ooh.
Is this
Okay, nice.
versus charmed?
No.
How about frightened?
No.
Me and Faradul are unfazed.
Learn.
I messed that up. It should
I mean,
be
that'd be really
23.
great to have.
Yeah, the 18 and the
23.
Yeah, 23.
Okay, so I see Faradul and Sinclair and Learn. Under, did you roll?
Yeah, right under the GIF.
Oh, okay, there we are.
I rolled badly.
Indeed. You guys all passed. You all passed. As the lore bard holds up his hands and begins kind of pawing at the air, you can see air in the chamber begin to distort as water begins to kind of coagulate. The ground rises up, torch lights begin to animate, and you can see a series of elementals form inside this chamber. The lore bard shouts out to you,
Ah, the false gods seek to stop us, brothers. Do not let their agents thwart our ritual.
and, what we'll do is roll an ish. What you guys do is up to you.
What appeared?
Elementals.
Whatever magic he was performing while I was watching, did it look like he summoned them?
No.
Okay. In that case, then I will disappear.
Give me a second. I gotta get my rolls in.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, this is Saturday night rolling from me. All right, Sinclair.
I disappear.
All right, give me a stealth check.
I turn invisible.
Oh, okay.
And then I disappear.
Give me a stealth check.
I was forgetting it's 15.
All right. Well, hey, Under, can we remove Ruffles from initiative? He's disappeared.
Okay.
I mean, I
Alright,
am.
yeah.
I'm stepping out of the room. This is not my fight.
All right, you dip.
Like, I'm staying by the door and watching.
Right. DM1. If you're not doing anything else.
Nope. Just going towards the exit and waiting there. Because, like I said, this is not my fight.
All right, this elemental that has formed is going to fly up to the lore bard and attempt to strike him. Hitting him once. As you can see, this flail formed of elemental energy strikes the lore bard, dealing 38 points of bludgeoning and lightning damage as this air elemental swirls around him. Faradul.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do what Sinclair did, but less, stealthy and invisibly, just by just kind of walking backwards towards the door. Be like, nope, not for me.
Okay. DM4. The water elemental that is formed is going to kind of rush up to the lore bard and try to stab him with a trident of frozen water. Oof. As the lore bard takes 18 and 23 points of piercing and cold. Along with another 16 points of piercing and cold damage. Ah! Cries the lore bard. You can see he's fairly injured now. Learn. These elementals are assaulting the lore bard and have.
What kind of elementals are they?
Well, you see you see 4 elementals, one of air, one of water, one of earth, and one of fire. Each one clad in armor, reflective of their domains. Myrmidons, you might say. They are currently assailing the lore bard.
Okay. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. I'm gonna burn everything. Sunburst, level 8.
Is that friendly fire compatible?
Are you an evoker?
No.
Then no, it's not.
I didn't say it was. I said I'm
Well, there is
torching
the case if you were an
area.
evoker, it wouldn't be, because I'm pretty sure that's a evocation, isn't it?
Sunburst is evocation.
Yeah, so if you're an evoker, you could avoid friendly fire. But yeah, no, pretty sure that's just anything within range is fucked.
Yeah.
So, Mister, I just want to make sure I'm understanding you correctly. You want to fire the spell with a 60-foot radius in the middle of a ritual chamber filled with your party, tons of gnomes.
Target my party. I was gonna target in front of everything.
Right, that's in the middle of the chamber, surrounded by gnomes.
All right.
Radius. That is 120 feet across.
All right.
There is nowhere in this room that doesn't result in a friendly fire incident.
Yeah, it just says each creature in that light. There is no friendly picking with that one.
Let's see. Then let's try something else. Let's see what else I can try. How many of them are there?
There are 4 elementals.
I need all of them to make charisma saving throws.
Banishment?
Yes.
What's going on?
All of them, yes, all 4 of them.
We're back with the gnomes. They're doing their ritual. Some elementals popped up and appeared, and the lore bard said the false gods are attacking them. Faradul and I have dipped, and it is currently Mister's new character's turn.
As Learn casts back the elementals, each one of them winking out.
Finish your ritual.
So we're out of combat now?
We've already got it rolled, so we'll be using this for a bit. 2 DMs.
Well, they're not. Are they from this plane of existence? Because if they're not, they can't come back.
Well, you'd have to hold concentration for a minute.
Yeah, I am.
Right.
I kick him. No, I'm kidding.
All right. So these guys can't do anything.
You that I am burning the room. I am just everything is gone.
And Dern.
Yo.
In the last few moments, you saw these elemental myrmidons conjured into existence, who then attacked the lore bard before being cast back by your brother. The lore bard is injured.
Is there any other hostiles in the room?
Not currently.
Then I will hop up onto the dais and lay on hands for 35 hit points to the lore bard, while taking up a defensive posture to protect him. That is all.
Okay. And then you laid on hands for 35?
Uh-huh.
All right. He still appears injured, but much less than before.
Yeah, I just tell him, continue the ritual, brother. I will defend you.
All right. At Sinclair, you doing anything?
Nope.
Okay. Faradul, you doing anything?
Nope.
All right. At Inish 20, you can see appearing out of the air a pack of large wolves, a bear, an eagle, and a moose.
Okay.
We'll just put them at the same initiatives.
Okay, so the zoos come to town.
One moment.
So you're saying a bunch of beasts just showed up?
Apparently.
Yes, one moment. All right. So that's fair. All right, DM1. The wolves. So, this pack of 5 dire wolves are going to leap over gnomes and charge the altar where Dern is.
Well, the first one that runs into melee with me, I get to whack.
Give me an attack roll.
Oops.
Well, that doesn't hit. As a wolf goes to bite you, 23 and an 18.
Just a 23.
All right. Eight points of magical piercing damage, and I need a strength save from you. Indeed, you avoid being knocked prone. Natural 20 and a 21.
Both it.
18 points of piercing. And 7 points of piercing as this wolf bites into you. As the other 3 go for the lore bard. Holy shit. Yeah, they're getting into the lore bard.
I use Runic Shield to make you reroll one of the nat 20s.
Sorry, can you repeat? Reroll one of the nat 20s?
Yeah.
All right, 16. Still hits, but it's not a crit.
Also, when was our last rest?
You've had one. A long.
Just before this fight. Our long rest we had just before this fight. So you're back to full.
Alright, sounds good.
As these 3 wolves begin biting the shit out of the lore bard, who is now bloodied. DM4. The moose. Here he is, the moose. The moose is going to charge out at the party and attempt to run over Learn.
All right.
First the antlers, then the hooves.
Okay.
Uh, 15.
Nope.
All right, you avoid getting trampled by the moose.
Cool.
Learn.
The 5 wolves, how far are they from me?
20 feet.
Casting a spell. Steel Wind Strike. Let me make sure I got that right. What I do. What it does. Yeah, okay. You said there's 5 of them?
5 of them.
Okay.
All hit.
$27 points of force damage to each one.
Those are separate rolls, so you.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you get to make 4 more.
I didn't know they were separate rolls.
Well, yeah,
I've never
separate
used this
attacks,
spell.
separate rolls.
Well, I mean, it just says that it does 60-10 force damage on hit, so I assumed it meant that they all take the same damage.
No, you get to milk that shit for variation. And crits.
That's really cool. Okay,
Oh,
so
damn!
So you shouldn't have said nothing. So one of them, I know it. 2 of them I know are dead. 2 of them, that'd kill me. Good God.
All right, so 2 wolves disappear in a puff of smoke and fur. The remaining 3 are all bloodied.
Ed.
Anything else, Learn?
Yeah, as a bonus action, I'm gonna draw my blade.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, at the end of the spell, I teleport 5 feet next to one of the wolves.
Do you tip your gnome hat and say nothing personal, kid?
Yep.
Fucking edgelord.
I'm a blade singing gnome, man. He is gonna be. He's like Yoda.
All right. Well, the eagle. The eagle is gonna swoop down, and we're actually gonna have the eagle go after Fea.
If it wants to try, I mean, I've never had eagle flesh, but going after Fea, we will definitely get to try some.
Fea, 26 and 25.
Yes.
Oh, we never gave him that magic item.
What magic item?
You know,
The Ring of Antimony?
yeah, that would have been great for Fea to have. If you'd have been here earlier before the fight started.
It was here earlier before the fight started.
Yeah, so technically he would have it, and we found it before we rested, so technically he would already be attuned to it. But yeah,
All right. So Fea, that's actually 18 points of slashing from the talons. I typoed. It's supposed to be 3d6, not 2d6.
All right.
All right, and I need 2 dexterity saving throws from you as the eagle's clawing at your eyes.
Am I in an aura?
Currently, no.
All right. 2d20s plus 9, I think.
Under, if you could roll for him, 2d20 plus 9. Or 2d20s plus 9. All right, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And, okay, so I can tell you this, 13 does not pass for the first one.
Cool. Reroll it.
Under, if you could roll another d20 plus 9. All right. You prevent the eagle from clawing out and biting out your eyes.
Yep. Eyes are good. I've lost them too many times.
Yeah, God, those creatures are vicious. All right, that's the eagle. Now for the bear. The bear is going to run out. This hulking, massive bear. And it's going to attempt to beat the ever-loving bejesus out of you, Fea.
All right.
Uh, 13 doesn't hit you. Does a 20 hit you?
20 is my AC.
All right. As the bear's massive paw strikes you across the face for 29 points of what is it, slashing? Of slashing damage.
All right. Good slap.
Mm-hmm. There is one other detail about its slap you need know. It bypasses resistance.
All right. Target down the bear. I was resisting slashing yet, anyway.
I figured I'd mention it because, yeah, you feel that hit is really solid. More so than you'd expect from a mundane bear. Wolf, bear, eagle, moose. Dern, your turn.
All right, so there's still some wolves alive, yes?
Yes, there are 3 bloodied wolves around you and the lower bard.
All right, well, I bonk the closest one.
That is, in fact, a bonk.
Are these fiends or undead?
They are not.
Then in that case, I forgot to double the other bits of damage. Hang on. It takes 40 points of bludgeoning and radiant damage.
As it disappears in a puff of smoke and fur.
All right. Target the next closest one. 13.
Actually, I have to check. No, the wolf dodges.
Stupid wolf. Makes me look bad. And then as a bonus action, I cast Sanctuary on the lower bard.
All right.
That is all.
Okie dokie. Sanctuary on the lower bard. Sinclair.
Is everybody in the party still up?
Yeah, no one's dead.
Okay.
All right. So you continue to wait by the door?
Yep.
Fea?
I would like to rage and start wailing on the bear. So 3d20s plus 12.
Sorry, I guess that was directed at me.
That is 2 hits against this massive brown bear.
Alright, I would like to apply my fire rune and trip attack to the first hit. So it's d10 plus 2d6 plus 8 plus 2d6 plus d6. And he needs 2 strength saving throws. Because these are beasts and not some weird, like, illusionary creature that doesn't count, right?
These are, in fact, not some weird illusionary creature that doesn't count.
Yay. Okay, well, DC is 18.
All right. All right, so I do believe it is restrained by the fire rune, but it is not tripped.
Yay! That means my second attack has advantage. And if my first attack was before my first miss, that has advantage too.
Yep. So under, I need 2 more d20s plus 12. Yeah, so it's just 2 hits.
Alright. Then a d10 plus 2d6 plus 8.
Plus what?
Plus 8.
All right. As your sword bites into the bear, it takes damage. It is still standing. It is only injured.
Alright. Action surge. 3 attacks. 3 more attacks. 2d20 3 times. Plus 12.
Wait, these have
2d20?
advantage?
Yeah, 2d20 KH1 plus 12. 3 hits.
All d10 plus 2d6 plus 8. Reroll 1s and 2s.
Including on the d6s?
Yep, I get to reroll all 1s and 2s.
Alrighty. The bear is bloodied. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, Faradul.
Nope, I stay back with Sinclair. At least where I think he is, by the door. Just watching.
As you just kind of bump into him.
Yeah.
Sinclair, he accidentally shoulder checks you into the wall.
Yeah, it's an overreaction. Like, oh god, there's something there. Oh, sorry, I didn't know that was Sinclair.
All right, DM1, the wolves. Yeah, they're gonna lash out at Dern.
Isn't there only like one wolf left?
Yes.
They identify as they, them.
It's more that I have it listed as wolves, and so
It's the singular wolves.
Even when singular, they are still a plurality.
Yes.
All right. DM4, the moose. The moose is going to attempt to run over Learn again. Just does a big U-turn, comes charging back at you, Learn.
Wait, does that mean it would have provoked an attack of opportunity from Learn?
Yes. Learn, give me attack of opportunity as it moves past and makes a U-turn. Mister.
Yes, what?
The moose has moved past you in order to do a U-turn and try to run you over again. This provokes an attack of opportunity.
Or you don't? No, I'm not on the. I'm up on the dais by the wolves, aren't I?
Oh, that's right. He teleported at the end of his thing.
I transported at the end of Steel Spell.
Oh yeah.
And...
Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't update your position. Yeah, so it doesn't actually provoke the attack. It is going to run up there though and try to run you over.
Wouldn't that have to run through my melee zone?
It would.
Well, I'm gonna hit him then.
It's not a smart animal.
Does a 25 hit him?
That does.
So it takes 30 points of bludgeoning and radiant, and its speed is 0. Sentinel.
As you stop the moose, who in his anger tries to hit you with his antlers and his hooves.
Go ahead. Make my day. 21 hits.
All right, it gets you with the hooves. For 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw from you as you're hit in the head by the hoof. All right.
My hat is spiky.
Indeed, the conical nature of the gnome hat makes it difficult to bring a blow down upon your heads. It just glances off to the side. That's the moose. Learn.
All right. How many? Are there 5 enemies around me within 30 feet of me?
Within 30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
There's one wolf remaining, and the moose, along with the bear and the eagle.
Oh, good. Those 4? Oh, well, good. Then I'll repeat the last.
You know you're still holding concentration on that, right? It's only been around.
Yeah, but but still, when strike does not require concentration.
Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha.
Yeah, it's my last 5th level spell, and I'm gonna cast it again. Well, it's not. I have actually one more. So.
All right.
And which of the enemies look the healthiest?
The bear and the moose. And
right,
actually, the eagle looks untouched.
All right, well, let's hit the moose, because it's been trying to run me over. I'm going to hit the moose twice, because I have to have 5 targets. So.
Actually, does it allow retargeting?
It says melee spell attack forces 5 creatures in range. So that's what it says. But there's only 4. So. Choose up to 5 creatures you can see. So I don't have to choose. I can't double. So it's only 4. Never mind.
About to say, yeah. Damn, otherwise that's
most of these high-level spells I've never cast before, so usually my mage never gets past 5th level.
That is you're doing what? Moose, bear, wolf, eagle.
Yes.
Okay. So hit, miss.
Good.
Oh yeah, and the bear's currently restrained.
Oh, yeah, give me a second roll there, mister.
Why did I have to put a +4 on that? I don't know. That's wrong.
Yeah, that don't seem right.
A 9. My spellcasting modifier is a 9.
14 wouldn't hit the eagle anyways. Okay, yeah, but that is 3 hits. So roll your damage 3 times. All right, the moose dies, the bear is bloodied some more, and the wolf also dies. Both the moose and the wolf disappearing in puffs of smoke and fur.
Then I am going to teleport to the bear.
Okay.
And that's it.
What's with the dragon claw keys?
Because of all the fucking animals. You keep saying them in order. I'm like, that sounds like a dragon claw pattern.
Oh man, I should have gotten the the snake, the moth,
whale.
Yeah. I'm not gonna put the whale in here.
Sorry.
The whale just telefrags into the party. DM3 is the moose and is down. DM2 is the bear. The bear takes swipes at Fea.
At disadvantage.
$18 and 20.
20 hits.
For 24 points of slashing damage that ignores resistance. Dern's turn.
All right, so ground based, there's only the bear left. Yes. So the eagle's flying around.
Yeah, the eagle is flying around.
All right, I guess I'll move over and hit the bear.
Two hits.
For 63 points of bludgeoning and radiant damage.
Alrighty. That's some more damage. It continues to be more bloodied. It is a bear, though, and, bears, man. They tough.
Mm-hmm.
Dummy thick bears. Anything else?
That's all.
Sinclair.
Everything's still going kosher in that. Nobody's dead, dying.
I don't think anyone's dying.
No. Then I continue waiting for them to finish dealing with their weird cult shit.
Fea?
Kill the bear. With
Alrighty.
3 d20s plus 12 at advantage.
Under, if you could roll 3 d20s
Oh,
plus 12
sorry.
at advantage.
All right, I have arrived, so I can roll it.
Ah, excellent.
3d20s. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, and I got big too. Right. 27, 20, 30, 25.
That is enough to defeat the bear.
Hooray.
All right, good pace is being kept. Anything else, Faya?
That is it.
All right, Faradul.
Continuing to still do nothing.
All right, DM1, the last wolf.
Wait,
He's gonna try to
I thought we
bite
killed
the-
that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you did. I didn't cross him out. Eagle. Wait, no, that's moose. Learn. Only the eagle remains.
Only the eagle remains. All right. Well, concentration saves. I can't do that.
Did the eagle do anything this round?
No idea.
I am just going to. I'm just going to ray of frost him so he can't move. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to do it. There's only one left. I'm slowing down now. We don't need full speed. Everything's dead. And I miss.
Indeed. DM3, the eagle. The eagle swoops down upon you. Learn. 22 and 17.
I can shield the 22, and it will not hit me.
Alrighty. Dern.
How high up is the eagle?
Let's see. Fucker. Swoops down, swoops up, about 30 feet up in this cave, flying near the top.
Okay. Well, I'll walk back over to the lower bar, so if it swoops down, I can take a hit at it. And, yeah, I just, stand there to defend. That's it.
All right. Sinclair.
Looks like we're wrapping things up with this fight.
Looks like the animals are mostly beaten for now.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'll continue staying invisible, hanging out.
All right, Faya.
Well, I tried to pull up high jump on 5e, but it's taking. Oh, it just loaded. Because I want to try and jump.
Okay.
You jump 5 plus your strength mod in feet.
So if I get my pike, so I'm like 10 feet tall, over 10 feet tall.
Yes, and you have like an 8-foot jump span, probably, or 10-foot jump.
And if I can, with my arms, I can reach my height plus 1.5 times my height. So can I jump and hit the bird?
Are you trying to dunk the bird?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me your attack.
I try and grapple the bird.
You could.
All right, I try to grapple the bird. What size is it?
Medium.
Smaller.
Indeed, you grab the bird.
And then just try and cut its head off.
Two hits. As your sword cleaves through the bird, it disappears in a puff of feathers and smoke.
Yay.
Faradul?
Still sitting by the corner. Unless, is anybody down?
Not currently.
Alright, no, still good. Still eating my almonds.
Alrighty. Well then, the next bit. Inish 20, losing tithe. So, the lore bard, with his gauntlets of Omthul, reaches into the skein of reality, and you can see him grab something by the tail as he begins to pull and pull. You can see, as he's kind of pulling at the threads of reality, the air unfolds as a large, or rather, as a gargantuan snake forms out of the air with iridescent scales that shimmer like an oily surface. It unfolds and rears up. Taking the DM1 initiative place. We can get rid of the remaining. Oh wait, no, we can't. He's still concentrating. All right. DM1. What will this thing do? I know. This massive serpent is going to cast a spell. I need a Constitution saving throw from Learn. Mr. Con save.
Okie dokie.
As this massive serpent casts a spell on you.
Okie dokie. con save, you say?
Yes.
Is this versus a spell for magic?
It is.
Okay.
What kind of wizard are you?
Never mind. I don't have that. Is this for concentration or no?
No, this is for casting a spell on you. I need a con save.
Am I in Dern's aura?
No.
I fail.
That you do. Yes. So you are restrained as your flesh begins to harden.
Okay.
Learn.
Uh, uh, so he put me in petrification. Is that what I'm in?
Flesh to stone, you think you're hit by.
Dispel magic.
All right.
Ending the spell on me.
You have to roll for flesh to stone unless you're upcasting.
What is the thing?
6th level.
Well, I know I'm looking at the spell, but I'm saying, what do I roll? It doesn't say what I roll.
Well,
D20 plus your int mod.
D20 plus my int mod?
Yes.
Yes. No proficiency bonus, because I don't think you're abjuration. As you dispel flesh to stone on yourself.
Try again. Wasn't good enough.
All right.
And,
you do anything else?
Let me see if I can retaliate as a bonus action. How far is the snake from me? Oh, no, I can't do it. Never mind. I can't do that. No, I'm not going to do anything. I'm done.
Alrighty. Bum. Let's learn. DM3. Dern.
So the Lore Bard pulled out the serpent just right in front of me, right? It's in melee?
He hasn't pulled out the serpent, but he was pulling at something in reality. The serpent came out around the same time. But it is not what he was pulling on.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just going to hit the snake. I move into melee and hit the snake.
All right.
I'm guessing 2 hits.
2 hits.
Is it a fiend or undead?
It is not.
For a total of 81 points of bludgeoning and radiant damage.
Hot damn. There'll be some good hits.
Mm-hmm. I got a spicy stick.
That you do. Sinclair.
Now there's a giant snake.
Yeah, somebody violated the rule about never turning into a giant snake.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me grab you the image of it.
Oh, shoot the snake.
That hits.
29 piercing, silver if it matters. And what's the entry area of this room? Is it a long hall? Is it another hall?
It's a winding set of underground cave corridors.
Okay, so if I move back 30 feet, I can easily break line of sight with the room.
Hell, if you move 10 feet, you could.
Well,
Yes.
then I'm gonna move to that position and wait till next turn.
Is the snake even bloodied yet?
No. It is not.
Oh, I suppose everybody's within 60. I can throw a Bardic around if I want. Who wants a baby Bardic? Who sucks the most right now?
I mean, I'll take it. It'll help me hit more.
All right, yep, baby Bardic to Dern then. D6. Then I back up.
Alrighty. Thea.
All right. I whack it. Walk up, slash outside.
Alright. Your weapon does not do the extra damage.
Dead. First hit, fire rune. And a strength saving throw. That failed, yeah. Totally.
Mm-hmm. Sure it did. Additionally, the fire damage does not appear particularly effective.
Oh man, I maxed out those sixes.
Oh right. Oh no, it was only 2 sixes. No demons are summoned.
Reroll the one. So 34, 12 of which is fire damage, 13, and 12. And then, of course, I got to action surge.
Two hits.
Sixteen AC. And then might as well because I got the bonus action left. Second one. All right, that's it.
All right. Feridol.
Not just chilling where I am, watching the fight.
All right. This dude. He will start by attacking Fea. We'll go as first with its constriction, and next with its bite.
After its first attack, since I'm in melee with it, I get to make a sentinel attack.
Of course. All right. So, yeah, 34 on the first hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Does a 15 hit the
15
snake?
does not hit.
Oh, okay.
All right. So with the first hit, 42 points of bludgeoning Fea as you are grappled. And then 24
that
hit.
one does my healing.
24 to hit.
That also hits.
For 33. 33 points of piercing damage. So it has constrict you, it has bit you. And then it swallows you whole. You are blinded and restrained.
Rude.
It swallowed Fea whole?
Yes.
Well, that's impressive.
That is very impressive, being he is in giant form.
He's gonna
Yes, and this is a gargantuan snake.
That snake is gonna have some serious indigestion.
A lot. It's gonna be bad for that.
All right. Okay, so it has swallowed you. Okay. It's gullet.
I really wish I had the infinite water right now. Very small pool and freeze it.
Oh, I thought you were going to try to drown the snake from the inside.
That'd be amusing.
All right, so Fea has been swallowed. Learn.
The snake is the only thing left.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm doing something really stupid. Give me a con save.
Okay. Damn, 32.
He passed it. Never mind. It doesn't matter. I cast reduce on him. I was gonna make him smaller.
Shrink wrap the snake around Fea.
Yes, so bad. I'd have an easier time ripping out of it.
Very, very nice.
I thought that'd been hilarious.
That would have been hilarious.
Oh, right.
Anything else, Learn?
No, that's it. I'm done.
All right. Dern.
Well, I guess I'm going to go in there with my stick and beat the snake with it.
You don't want to throw yourself down its throat? One hit.
I'm going to use the D6 on the 12. Does a 15 hit?
No.
All right. And I hit the snake for 27 points of bludgeoning and radiant damage. And that is all.
Alrighty. All right, that is Dern Sinclair.
Oh, take another shot at it.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Oh dear.
Shit.
That's
More
it for
demons
me.
are summoned somewhere in the world.
Yeah, there's like this just like one particular place in the world that just demons just keep popping out of. It's just a real hellhole.
Yeah, it's called Pittsburgh.
Hey.
All right.
Only partially true, damn it.
All right. Anything else, Sinclair?
Nope, that's it.
Fea.
Could I throw a bead of force more than 10 feet inside this creature?
No.
All right, in that case.
Not that you could see, given that you're blind.
Yeah, but I can just shove it forward as far as I can. So I'll do that.
Okay.
What happens
Okay.
when a bead of force explodes inside of a creature?
Well, it definitely auto fails. Roll your damage.
Oh god, I don't want to do this.
The rest of you outside hear a slight and the snake just kind of opens its mouth as a small cloud of smoke puffs out. Anything else?
Well, I should probably make the save, right?
Make a save?
You said that I could not throw it more than 10 feet, which means I'm in it.
Oh, yes. I think that passes. Anything else?
All right, so creatures that succeed on the save. So there's currently a sphere of transparent force that's enclosed in the area. So am I being pushed away now? Does he just have a 10-foot sphere lodged in his throat?
Hold on. Let me look up what this is. What is this again?
Bead of force.
Bead of force. Okay. And so are you asking if this thing is trapped inside the sphere?
Well, I imagine that the snake is big enough that the sphere can just push it away so that it's still trapped in its throat. But that's still like a 10-foot sphere just lodged in its throat.
You ever see a guy
And
swallow a
also,
billiard ball?
Yeah. All right. Okay.
am I pushed out? Because
I
I threw it in the direction towards the stomach.
okay. I see what you're. I mean, you'd be in the stomach, but I see what you're trying at. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So, Thea, you are currently smushed against a field of magical force. Everyone, the big lump in the middle of the snake has just gotten bigger and more egg shaped.
Could I be in the sphere?
Well, that would require you to fail the save.
Yeah. You know what? It's fine. I'm out of it. I didn't take any damage.
You're out of what?
But the sphere.
Okay.
I choose not to be in it. I have one more bead. It's gonna choke.
You're going to you're at this point you're gonna like Minecraft jump up and put a block behind you to get out of this thing's gut.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
Um. Well, that took my actions, so no.
All right. So some stuff happens at the end of your turn now. Dern, does your aura work against total cover?
That's a good question. Let me look it up.
Just within range, isn't it?
I'm just looking up the exact wording instead of the notes on the sheet, just to be. Let's see. Whenever you or a friendly creature within 10 feet of you must make a saving throw, the creature gains a bonus to the saving throw equal to my charisma modifier. I must be conscious to grant this bonus. So it makes no mention of cover whatsoever. I don't need to be able to see them. It just says if they're within 10 feet of me, they get a bonus.
Okay. Thea, you are inside the aura, and
Yeah.
I need from you a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no,
As
that's not what I
all of
expected.
you can see this snake's scales begin to shimmer and glow.
Disco Snake.
All right, does a 17 pass?
No.
All right, I still have Indomitable. How about a 17?
No. Got anything else there?
Nope, used up every lucky and Indomitable.
Okay. Let me see here. Oh boy. What's a sufficiently fun option? I know. I know exactly what. Here we go. Oh, come on. They don't have this. Damn it. What do they have the stats for in here? Yeah, we'll go with this. This is fun. So, gentlemen, you all see the large bulge inside the snake's gullet get a lot smaller. Now it's just egg shaped.
What? You ate him?
Indeed. Indeed. Fea is no longer visible. I should say the outline of Fea being consumed is no longer visible inside of the serpent.
That sounds like I should roll initiative.
You should. Speaking of which, it's this thing's turn.
It's my turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it is your turn. My apologies.
Because, see, everything was fine until it ate one of my friends. Now that's just unconscionable. So I get angry and I attack it. Snakes.
2 hits.
Excellent. The normal hit.
One correct.
The lightning does not appear particularly effective.
And then the crit hit.
The lightning does not appear particularly effective.
Well, that's fine, but I'm still going to be, trying to shock it. Because I can. And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Anything else?
Nope. End of my turn.
All right. Let me take a peek at exactly how this works. Oh, Thomas, did you get a good read of that?
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
take a look at that. Don't tell nobody. All right. This thing. Well, Faradul, it's a gonna get you.
Oh, it's gonna try.
It's gonna get you. It's gonna eat you.
First, it goes to get you with its body.
Yep.
You take 28 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
You're grappled.
No.
And then he goes to eat you.
Well, okay.
Alrighty.
I
Yep.
sit next to Faye like, hi. How's it going?
All right, 34 points of piercing damage. As this thing swallows you whole.
Hey.
Oh, this is fun. This is so fun. As it swallows you too. There's some kind of big ball of... Oh, you are blinded and restrained.
Wait. Does that mean it attacks someone while in melee with me?
Yes.
Bonk.
Oh yeah, and I can also retaliate as well. So.
Oh yeah, you should do that then. Are you retaliating after the first attack or the second attack?
First.
Yeah.
Well, I meant Faradul.
First.
Okay.
Because otherwise it'd be kind of hard to do it after the second attack.
I mean, you just be inside it and restrained and blind, so it'd be a disadvantage. But yeah.
Exactly.
All right. That does not hit Dern. All right. Yep, that's some damage. As you bonk it on the nose as it goes to eat you and then swallows you whole. All right. That's this thing. Learn.
Deck save.
Ooh, what you casting?
Disintegrate. Deck save.
Oh goddamn! I've got another gnome.
Ooh. 19.
That ties my DC. So, does that hit or not?
What's your DC?
19.
That would mean it passed.
Okay.
The disintegration obliterates the statue of Lorbard. All right. All right. Let's learn. DM3, DM4, Dern.
I strike the snake.
All right. Two hits. Indeed, you pound on this thing. It is not looking great. It is looking even less great.
That is all.
Sinclair.
Another shot.
Yeah, it hits.
34 piercing.
All right. Yeah, it's really not doing hot now.
I lean back against the wall.
All right, Anya.
How many people are in melee with the snake?
Currently just Dern. Thea and Faradul have both been swallowed in their entirety. There's still a big egg shape, but the shape of Thea in this thing's stomach is no longer present, replaced now by Faradul.
All right, I'm gonna cast Psychic Glance at it. But that is an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
And fails, so it takes 27 psychic. Yes, psychic damage, and it's incapacitated till the start of my next turn.
All right. It takes no psychic damage, but it is incapacitated.
How big is this thing?
Gargantuan.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. Thea. Yeah.
Can I try to escape?
I mean, yeah, you could definitely try.
I'm sure that I'm small enough that I can just walk right on out.
Yeah, okay, let's see here. So you're just trying to climb out?
Yes.
I will tell you this looking at this. It is not possible to just walk out. You know, in part that you are blinded and restrained.
Mm-hmm. All right. I would like to burrow.
Fuck it. Okay. Okay. We'll. God, this is so silly. Oh man, what would this even be? Give me an acrobatic. Acrobat. Yeah. We'll give me a dex check. It's the only thing that would where you'd be able to get any use out of it. Yeah. So we'll go with the dex. That's the PMs. Yeah, it's D20 plus 3, but what's the answer?
That's the answer.
You know what? You know, fuck it. Fuck it. Why not? Why not? So you begin wiggling around in there. Faradul, you can feel something like moving right next to you. Whatever you're doing, Thea, the rest of you outside can see the snake begin to gag as it coughs and coughs and coughs until a wet lump of snake saliva and well, Faye, would you like to post your new character portrait?
All right, all right.
As this weird little bird flops out onto the altar right by the lore bard.
I squawk. I dash to the exit, and I double dash. Bonus action dash. Wait, no. Bonus action disengage.
Did he get polymorphed?
As this weird little fucking chicken gets coughed out of the snake and hauls ass for the exit.
Does it run past me?
Yes.
I whack it. It's trying to summon reinforcements.
Are you sure you didn't already use your reaction when you whacked the
Did, in
snake?
fact, already
Oh,
use
you're-
his reaction.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't get a chance. That's right, I did.
To run past me?
I only got 20 feet of movement. I use burrow to escape. My bonus action to disengage, and 20 feet to run away.
Wait, no, it was my turn not too long ago. I haven't used my reaction yet. I do hit him.
Oh, yeah.
Does a 10 hit the dodo?
No.
All right.
Got the chicken!
Oh, that's great.
I'm so glad CERN is dead. Because this, yeah.
As the dodo goes hauling ass through the ritual circle.
Oh, wait. You couldn't hit me anyway. I said I disengaged.
I have Sentinel.
Sentinel.
Oh, right.
I can ignore disengage.
Well, at least I disengaged from the snake.
Indeed, you haul away from it, squawking the whole time.
So, am I fully sapient or am I just a bird?
You are literally just a bird. Those are your stats.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 intelligence. Hey, that makes you almost as smart as CERN when he died.
His intelligence is actually low enough to be immune to some of my damage spells.
Wonderful, considering I'm being targeted.
Alrighty. So Fea hauls ass. Faradul, you're in here.
Yep.
What you doing? You're blinded and restrained.
Is there anything I can do?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Oh, well, I'll
Just,
continue to attack.
All right. Yep, you're at disadvantage.
Summon the thunder from your hammer.
So yeah, if you throw your hammer, you can't miss.
Yeah, but
And it'll be
I
really easy to get back.
2 hits.
All right.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Hold up. Because your turn's not technically over yet, because stuff has to happen.
Okay.
Indeed. The snake begins gagging, but holds you down. And your turn concludes.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom save. Wisdom save. You are in the Paladin's aura.
Well, that's convenient.
Oh no.
You got anything for that?
No. Well, it depends on what the effect is. Like, what's the wisdom save for, perhaps?
Chickens. Chickens.
Photos.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them.
God.
You're
So
welcome.
there is your new character sheet and your new character portrait.
All right.
You a chicken too?
Yep.
Strange. Chicken.
Oh, man, I've been wanting to use this thing for fucking ever. All right, that's Faradol's turn. Sleuth, when is this thing incapacitated till?
Start of my next turn.
Okay, so it can still do stuff because it's no longer messed up. Or wait, no, you just had your turn. That's right. My apologies. This turn took. It's incapacitated. The snake just kind of sits there with this vague look of like indigestion.
Melatonin
Learn.
kicking in.
I'm gonna hit the snake. Poke the snake with my sword. That's what I'm gonna do. Wait, let me check. And you said that lightning damage doesn't work well on it, right?
Correct. So far, psychic hasn't worked at all. Fire and lightning have been less effective than expected.
All right. Well, then I'll just hit it with regular damage then. Well, shit, fire and save matches. I'm be damned if I didn't hit. I'm done. Fuck.
I'm sorry, what was that expression? Shit, fire, and save matches? That's amazing. I love that phrase. That's cool. All right. Well, let's learn. Dern.
It's producing evil chickens. We have to stop it at its source first, and then we need to purge the demonic fowls.
And here I always thought that dodos were the most gnomish
Do
birds.
Sorry, I can't remember. Ruffles, did you give me another bardic?
No, I've been aiming, so you just had the one.
Okay. I think I just hit that on the bonus action then.
Has a single whole ass hit.
A whole ass hit, not an asshole hit.
For a total of 30 points of bludgeoning and radiant damage.
All right, you hit it. And the snake begins to shimmer and discorporate, leaving behind only a 10-foot sphere of force, and another of these weird ass looking chickens.
I move up into melee with the chicken.
The chicken tries to hide.
Hey, Gilbert.
Yes.
Does this 10-foot sphere of force happen to look suspiciously similar to a force gauge?
No, it looks more like the result of a bead of force. Thea threw one on one side.
Oh.
The party would clearly have been able to see the fact that it looked like just a dude got swallowed and then a whole ass egg got swallowed. All right, but this actually puts us at the end of combat, assuming, well,
What are we going to do about these chickens?
assuming Learn keeps concentrating on that spell.
Yeah.
Well, I was recently attacked by Dern. I'm disengaging, running away, and dashing out of here. Because I'm just a dodo.
The other dodo's in front of me, yes?
Yes, you can see this other dodo. I believe he's hiding, trying to hide behind, like, anything nearby. Like the ball of force.
Quick, barrel!
I like crouch out, like, alright, come here, I want to give you a cleansing touch. And I like try to approach the dodo. Does the dodo, the second one, let me get close enough to give it a cleansing touch?
Nope, the second one's too stupid to understand and is trying to hide.
Alright, I hit it over the head non-lethally.
Well, make that attack roll. Yeah, what the fuck?
What?
Yeah, no, he's unconscious.
Hey, Learn, you know Dispel Magic, right?
Yes.
Maybe try it on the dodo?
Okay.
Oh man, I can't change can't change some of your guys' names. I was gonna change you guys to a Dodo Duel.
I cast Dispel Magic on the dodo. One of the dodos.
Let me see. You cast Dispel Magic on the Dodo. Alright, let's see here. Well, I'm gonna need you to roll. I think. Hold on. Oh. Eh?
Yeah.
Kind of a weird wording choice on the part of Cobalt Press. Sure. Give me a roll.
Who?
The guy dispelling. Learn.
No proficiency, just magic thing.
Yeah, just D20 plus int. You cast Dispel Magic, and Dodo Duel remains Dodo Duel. The almond bird.
Try it again. Can I try it again?
Yeah, you can try again. As the lore bard continues his ritual in the background.
Oh shit, that didn't work. Fuck. That's even
Are
worse.
we? What ritual is this?
Oh, he's using those 3 artifacts in order to bring about the gnomish homeland: the Hat of Lore, the Gauntlets of Omthul, the World Serpent, and that discount knife that you gave him that's not actually a real ritual item.
If I upcast this spell, do I have to? If I upcast it, do I have to roll, or do I get a better roll if I upcast it?
So upcasting only counts for it only counts for like that spell level of the spell slot you used and lower for auto dispelling. You'd still have to roll for anything above. So the only way to auto dispel a 5th is to use a 5th level.
I do have a better dispel magic.
Okay, well then you try.
Third level. Okay. Uh, Plan C. I can just give you a bardic inspiration.
Dodo Duel remains Dodo Duel.
One more time. What is the fuck?
Meanwhile, Faya has just been sprinting out of here this whole time.
What?
No. We haven't gotten to you yet because you would have to run past me.
I mean, I said I'd disengage, dash, and run away.
Uh-huh. How fast can you move?
20 feet.
20 feet plus a dash.
Uh-huh.
All
I
right,
can
all right.
outpace you.
Hold on.
That's why I was like, let's finish this. Yeah, I'm catching Faya.
We're working with 3 rounds here before stuff happens. So with Learn and Anya, you guys haven't done your dispels there, those 3. We'll turn the camera over to Faya and Sinclair. Well, Faya, you haul past Sinclair. Sinclair's going to try to grab you.
No, attack of opportunity.
Well,
I do believe disengage was taken.
Oh, true. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll just kite and keep up.
Exactly. Yeah, so Faya would have run past you. Now it's your move to try to grab.
Walking very loudly too.
Yeah, this is the first of the 3 turns.
Flapping my wings.
I'll just hit him with the blunt side of the rapier.
Oh, I'm not gonna try to grab the chicken. Fucking coward.
Why? Knocking it out is much faster.
All right,
Yeah,
that misses.
sure. If you're boring.
I am boring. I want to resolve this. Not waste another half an hour chasing a chicken.
It does not.
But chicken chase is fun,
Okay.
man.
Does the 23 hit a dodo?
No. Yes, it does.
Does an 8 knock out a dodo?
Yes.
Yes.
The dodo has 1 hit point.
Yeah, I know. All right, I grab it by the neck and walk it over to Dern and drop it. 1 round. That's all I needed.
Darn.
Well,
hoping you were distracted.
That means you got 2 rounds of
passive
picking your
perception
nose.
of 30 with the observant feat. I'm never distracted.
You're always locked in and aware of what's happening around you.
He's
Yeah,
always
the
boring.
The only thing I need to take now is the alert feat, and then I'll just be ridiculous.
Literal dragons would be less perceptive than you.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I'll have a plus 12 initiative. With advantage.
All right.
And I can see invisibility. Forever.
Indeed. Forever. All right. But yeah, is anyone other than Anya and Learn doing anything for 2 rounds? Other than the birds who are unconscious as fuck.
No.
No.
Just returning to the lower bar to protect him against anything else coming through.
Indeed. The lore bard continues to perform the ritual as you guys have your shenanigans with the 2 dodo birds. And as he's pulling at the skein of reality, you can see that kind of just the air and the land around him is dissolving into these threads of light. He begins pulling and tugging on them. And then... Oh, yes?
Does this look like super shady cult shit or just regular reality warping magic?
How would you define super shady cult shit?
Well, I mean, this is what we've been working towards. The kneecappers.
Yeah, they're fucking cultists. What about it? That's a good question. I don't know. Does this look like it's going to blow up horrifically in the guy's face, or does this look normal for like how magic rituals normally go?
Anya, give me an Arcana check.
22. I may know a thing or two about a thing or two.
Anya, he's pulling on the
That
threads of reality and has
that
reshaped them. But if he doesn't have the right ritual item, and he takes his next action, it might end badly for him and what he's attempting.
Oh no.
for him,
For
or for him
him
and
and what
everyone
he's
around him.
attempting.
Oh.
I heard
For
for
what
him and what
he's
he's attempting.
It sounds like a him
Now,
problem.
For
You sure
what?
got better help.
Let me rephrase that.
So if it,
He's
I don't think that
you
matters.
you
What I
know
was
he's
looking at.
attempting to do stuff for the gnomes, like creating their promised land.
Anya's not a gnome. She also doesn't know that the dagger's fake.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was Mittens.
you don't know about the fake dagger. Yeah, no, this just due to straight up trying to reshape reality. Clearly,
Sinclair knows about the fake dagger and would have filled Anya in at some point.
Oh. Well, again, you sure got better help. Sounds like a him problem.
Why do you think I'm in the hallway?
Good point.
I
think I'm gonna take my Pegasus out and
See, the weird thing is,
walk.
Dern knows this is a fake dagger.
So Dern has an int of 6. He has
He
forgotten that
forgot.
the dagger is fake.
Oh my god!
I knew exactly where that was going as soon as you said so Dern, and I was like, oh yeah, Dern don't remember that shit.
the lore bard.
Dern is there because it's a gnome promised land. So yeah.
Dern is like so fully into the sauce, he's just drinking the Kool-Aid and just completely forgotten that, we pulled a switcheroo on the knife originally.
So, the lore bard brings the knife to the skein of reality and attempts to cut it into the shape he needs after twisting it and contorting it, and it doesn't cut. Ritual failure has occurred. I need Dern and Learn to make charisma saving throws.
Oh my god! Am I in
At
his aura?
disadvantage because you are gnomes.
Am I in his? Oh
flat.
god!
Flat then.
Like this overrides that gnome advantage thing. You are actually rolling this at disadvantage. Critical spell failure at the
It
height of the
inverts
ritual.
your advantage that you normally have.
Indeed.
Am I in his aura?
Yes.
I still got a 23.
50. Holy fucking shit!
Gilbert, he's a paladin.
Yeah, I'm a paladin. This is my best
with a
save.
+5 proficiency.
Fortunately, I'm a wizard, so I didn't
The
dump charisma, but I didn't put anything into it either.
The only gnomes we're going to find at this point on are going to be paladins.
Yeah.
So,
you'll probably rip gnomes from reality or some shit.
Gentlemen, a single note pierces reality.
What's it say?
It says that.
I prepared explosive runes this morning.
No, it says that your fire detector needs new batteries.
Pulls out a pack of 9 volts.
As every gnome in the room disappears, the lore bard is gone. Learn is gone. Dern, you are alone.
Looks around.
Well, I mean, the dodos are here and whatnot, but every gnome is gone.
So, I think there might have been a small mistake in there.
You
They
think?
didn't take you with?
What about the hat and the gauntlets? Are they still here? Is it just the gnomes that left? Like, did their equipment stay?
The gnomes, in their entirety, are gone. Like, there is no trace that the gnomes were ever there. Not their clothes, not their stuff. The only trace remaining of the lore bard is the hat and the gauntlets, which fall into that morass of Skein, and as it closes, they disappear into it.
Yeah, I don't think Vinder Scapeldunk is meant to turn stuff into goo.
There's no goo.
Well, you said it disappeared into a morass of, Skein.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like goo. And then the goo disappears with the stuff.
Of course.
So Turn makes the connection. The lore bar just turned into goo.
It got turned into skiing, so it's just going to be downhill somewhere buried in the snow.
So I got to make another character? Oh
yes.
My God.
One moment here.
Well, that was
not
unexpected, guys.
So was that all of the gnomes on the material plane, or can we still bring in gnome characters?
No,
Hold on.
was every gnome, apparently.
Make 10 million charisma saving throws.
I mean, he just genocided the gnome people. You will go down in history as the greatest enemy the gnomes have ever known. Our death kneels will haunt you forever.
What the fuck is a gnome?
I know, Dern really messed up. He's gonna take all the blame.
Look, if anything, that guy who did the ritual should have hired better help. This is all his fault. What do you think about it?
Yeah, he wasn't a very smart cult leader. That's why he never noticed the dagger was fake. These guys are dumb as
enchanted
fuck.
it so that it wouldn't be fake. Like,
I know.
It.
Yep.
I mean, a good enough wizard would have been able to see through that, but
he was not a good enough wizard.
Yeah, he never gave it to Learn to look over.
No, I never.
Learn just sort of showed him at the end, like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" Oh fuck!
All right, we
I
were
was paying attention to. I was in. I didn't believe until he started talking about bringing the gnome world to us, and then I was like, wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
The party was sort of like a champion of these guys. Like, we did all their weird jobs that no one else could really do.
Fault. They genocided a species. This is all on the party.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Except for Dern. Dern is the lone survivor.
No, he did not know.
Dern.
He was too dumb to remember.
Dern, who met the minimum of the save.
Silvery barbs.
Damn, I gotta make another character.
Also, it feels somehow somehow feels poetic that he be the only one standing.
Yep.
Oh, is that the record for the quickest character death?
No.
For Mister?
No.
Mr. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure.
Died quicker than this. I've died at the beginning. I got turned.
Hold on. The save was made at
11. So 3 hours. 3 hours in the session.
He's racing with me for the quickest death.
No, he had a quicker one. Mister did. He brought in a character once at the beginning of a session. It was a brand new character, and he got into a trap and died an hour into the session.
I mean, I have that beat technically, other than the fact that I didn't full die.
Somebody within the first hour.
I think we have had a character death in a 30 to 45 minute period.
Yeah,
You guys
we
remember
definitely have
Balthor?
several contenders. Oh yeah,
You guys remember
Balthor.
Balthor? The first time you met him, you killed him immediately after introducing the character.
Was
He
that
was a party
the
member at that
sneaky
point.
assassin guy that was like trying to infiltrate?
Infiltrated the cult and then like was dressed up as a cult member and tried talking to the party.
Right, and we're just like, wait, it's a cultist? Yeah, we just fucking murdered the guy.
Yeah, he wasn't a party member. He was a cultist.
All right, guys. All right. Let's refocus. Indeed,
Never.
Dern, you are alone. The last gnome.
So he's the only gnome on the scoreboard, and for some reason he has a really high kill count.
Man, this character. You know what? I'm just gonna switch it to human and keep the damn character.
That's fair.
Now I'm gonna switch to elf. I'm gonna be an elf. High elf.
Elf is always nice having in the party.
There
You
can
know
only
what?
be one.
I do need to take a moment after this to use the bathroom. Oh, it's beautiful. I'll be right back.
Well, this will be interesting. Dern will be convinced. Okay, no, we have to figure out how Dern interprets this.
I mean,
They
does
left
he
him
think
behind for
everybody
some
left
reason.
him behind?
Yeah, they left him
Or-
behind. He is
Yep.
pissed.
And now he's trying to find the gnome.
Now I've got
He's
to
gonna try to
find
do a vengeance
another
paladin.
way to get back into fucking Vinder Scappeldunk because some gnomish asshole, as a prank, left me here in the material world.
Oh, perfect.
So wait, so we're gonna do the plot to Generations.
Dern
Left behind.
should have just decided to fail the save.
No, Dern never gives up. That is what like his thing. He never does give up. He'll misinterpret everything and plow confidently ahead unto disaster. But literally, his personality trait is nothing can rattle his positive attitude. So he's just going to think that this is just a really well executed prank, and he's got to get back into Vinder Scappeldunk to get back at his gnomish brethren.
Well, for now, let's go back to Podanku when Gilbert's back. I think that would be the next course of action. Because you're obviously probably going to be interested in researching, right? Finding a new way into Vinder Scaffoldump. Maybe we can go on a quest and get some stuff to help you out there.
Yeah, we need to find a way into the plane of Cobbler.
What's, by the way,
Because
just
they'll
curious,
obviously
what's
have
your
a link. there.
insight?
My insight?
Yeah,
+5.
+5. Yeah, I could feel still lie to my teeth through to convince you to go along with whatever the party's doing. Yeah, if not me, then Anya.
Are me and Fair still dodos? Did that still get that?
Well, yeah, I think we're just on pause for that right now. When he gets
Just
back,
want to
we'll
make sure I didn't miss
yeah.
Hey,
I'm assuming Anya will be able to undo it.
At least you got turned into dodos and not gnomes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, very true.
That would have been funny, though. He turns you into gnomes and then
Gnomes.
just genocides the gnomes.
That would have been very bad. But it made my wealth, my
That would have been
random
hilarious.
wealth. Damn you, giant snake.
Don't worry,
Hello.
if Cyrodiil did die because of something like that, I am proficient with forgery kits. I could make a convincing replacement for your last will and testament to inherit everything myself.
That does bring a little bit of warmth to my dodo heart.
Too bad the snake didn't swallow and polymorph learn. He wouldn't have been a gnome at the time and could have stayed.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Dern. I know her, yes.
There can only be one. Well, obviously, given the stats that I have, the knowledge that Dern possesses, you know what he has concluded? that obviously all of the gnomes have been transferred into Vinder's Scappeldunk. But as the greatest prank ever played, they have excluded Dern. And so now Dern has to find a way to get back into Vinder's Scappeldunk to repay them in kind. He's obviously just been pranked.
Anya and Sinclair are just going to keep him in the party by lying through our teeth that what we're doing is going to get him there eventually.
That's like
Dern's current theory
not high enough
is we need to find a way into the plane of cobblers. Because obviously there's going to be a permanent connection between that and Vinder's Scappeldunk.
Don't worry, my plus 15 deception tells me that I've got a way into the plane of cobblers. We just need to do a little bit of work to get there.
Sounds good to me. Let's go. It is a good prank, though. Oh wait, what's with the birds? Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta deal with the dodos. So
they're your party members now.
So who's plucking and who's cooking?
I don't have any fire magic, and I'm not gonna be putting that much work into it. So,
I have lots of oil.
What's up, mister?
I have a question. How long has it been since, the fight started? Till everybody went.
About a minute.
Oh, okay. Because concentration fails. I'm no longer there to hold it.
Oh. Yeah. Concentration fails, the elementals reappear, look around the room, and then discorporate.
Damn.
Immediately fries the chickens. Leaves.
Take the chickens with them.
All right, so I'm guessing between Anya and I, with our Arcana, we can figure out this is some sort of true polymorph.
Uh-huh.
Well, is there anything I can do to help you, Anya, to undo true polymorph?
I mean, you're a bard, right?
I'm a baby bard.
That's better than my not being able to inspire myself, and I don't think anyone else has dispel magic.
Yeah. Well, I can dump inspirations into you. They're only d6s, but
dispel magic. 18. I'll throw a bardic at that.
Who you casting on?
24. Whichever chicken is closer. I can't tell them apart.
Probably fair duel. I just walked Faye into the room and dropped her.
1.
Well, because 1 is vaguely that shaped, Faradul appears with a pop and a burst of feathers.
What the fuck?
Still unconscious?
Welcome back.
Yes, unconscious.
Oh.
Alright, dispel magic on the other chicken. 22. And you need another D2.
No, there's only 2
fucking
dodos.
turns fair duel back.
Dispel the magic. Respell magic.
Fea is now unconscious, and Fea again instead of Fea Dodo.
I just realized Gnomish is now a dead language.
Photo. Yeah, just wait until what happens with that Gnomish nuclear reactor.
There's nobody working at it. Well, they shouldn't have built it in that dwarvish mountain.
Alright,
God, is the party gonna be able to genocide 2 races from the game? Damn.
Not 2 races. 1 race and a city.
Well,
there are dwarves in other places, right, Gilbert?
Yeah.
Well, is the
yeah, these dwarves were unusual in this region.
I have a question. Which is the which isotope of cobalt is the really bad one?
70.
70?
Yep.
I thought it was
And
60.
that's
It's
when
70.
the
Yeah,
gnomish
60.
reactor full of Cobbler 60 goes critical and irradiates an entire half continent.
Okay, both 60 and 70
Ooh.
are isotopes, and they're both bad. So it's
Hey,
really just bad all around.
a thought
Additionally,
occurs.
Hmm?
It won't be for Fairduel's vast wealth and fortune, but Intervin was a gnome.
No, Introvid is an elf.
Oh, I thought he was a gnome. I thought you only played gnomes. Okay.
No, I play all
Just no
sorts
gnome.
of stuff.
Yeah, see, that was my first thought too. Because I thought for sure Introven was a gnome.
You're right, it is 60. That is the famous bad one.
Another thought occurs to me. Without gnomes to keep the population in check, cobblers are going to be baked out of control, and we're going to have an obesity and diabetes crisis in every settlement across the planet.
Gnomes are a critical part of the natural ecosystem of bakeries.
Uh-huh.
I should have kept sending.
But how many of those bakers were gnomes?
Almost none of them.
I have no idea. I just typed in Cobalt 60.
Well, they both exist.
This isn't a Cobalt. Why?
All right. So now that we have to go find where they went, we should look for a library to research magic and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, and we also know our boat's going to be back in Podanku eventually, so, and we have connections there, so
off we go.
Riding our elks.
Elks? When did we get elks?
Well, since we teleported to the dwarvish stronghold, our cart and horses and boat were on the other side of the world, and they were told to, come back to Podanku and meet us. So we didn't want to walk, and I asked, are there elks around? And Fairduel tamed some elks for us to ride.
Oh. I mean, I just have my Pegasus, but you do you.
For those of us that aren't cool, we have elks.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but
Well, I guess we can relieve the gnomes of all their stuff.
I think the botched ritual did that for us.
Well,
if I heard correct.
but
I mean, I'm sure they're
they had
world.
stuff in their houses, I would imagine, here in their gnomish village. If they're on the afterlife plane, then obviously they don't need it. So clearly we can take it.
Not the afterlife. They traveled. They didn't die. But yeah, I think they're not coming back for a while, so I'm sure they won't mind if we borrow for an extended period of time everything that they ever looked at.
Yeah, I mean, if they didn't want us to take it, they should have taken it with them. They left me here
Exactly.
as a prank.
It now
So
all
we-
belongs to Stern because
Yeah, it's all mine,
No.
and I'm happy to share with the party.
And I'm sure we'll find some high elf wizard locked in some prison for some unnaturally weird reason while we're searching this whole village.
Why would there be a high elf wizard?
Because my new character's a high elf wizard.
So we can get Mistress New Character in the party right away.
That's oddly specific. That would be a high elf wizard in particular.
I insulted some gnomes.
You insulted some gnomes and they just disappeared right in front of you.
Wait, no, mister, this is your one chance that I will happily allow you to be racist towards a specific race, because you can only hate a party member then.
Yeah. That's why he was locked up. Gnomes caught him and locked him up, so he hates gnomes.
When you come back out of the prison, there's no gnomes except for one in the party you're in.
Well, as you go to loot, you find a 4-decker table with wheels on it and 2 ropes. On it are 40 cobblers. And
40
now
cobblers on a
that
4-deck.
no gnomes are looking, I can only presume you take them. That's as many as 4 10s, and that's terrible.
I get that reference.
We all should get that reference.
It's made the rounds in our chats.
Well, yeah, so we pilfer the cobblers.
Indeed. Many cobblers. There's also a lot of electrum.
Yeah, when we get back to the city, we can trade it.
But I don't suppose our
2,000 mushroom pieces.
I don't suppose anyone happens to know the spell Fabricate to turn that into useful things like gold and silver.
Fabricate can't change materials. It can just change the material shape.
Yeah.
Electrum's made out of gold.
It's an alloy. It's a chemical composition. It can't change it into gold and silver separately.
Well, I happen to be proficient with smithing. I could separate the material by density. I have smithing tools.
I can perform a cleric's work and rip this unholy abomination in half at the molecular level and turn it into gold and silver.
I'm curious as to how you think that would work, Ruffles.
Wouldn't you just heat it up?
No.
It wouldn't separate back out.
It would not. Think like bronze. Just bronze and you heat it up, separate back into copper and tin? Or do you just get molten bronze?
You get molten bronze. What if you heat it up really, really hot, though? One of them would evaporate first.
Actually, it would catch fire first. You'd reach the flash point.
Evaporate.
And so you could separate one of them out.
Let me put it this way. We would have to go to the gnomish reactor because that's also next to the enrichment plant, and we'd have to use their the gnomish centrifuges to, separate out the alloy by weight.
Oh, this sounds like perfect timing. I hear it's going to be going super critical. That means it's getting real hot. Yeah, we'll find some heretic merchants that deal in electrum and swap that out for useful currencies.
That's right. Don't forget, on Saturday, I need to donate the electrum pieces from that dead rogue to the local temple, because that's what that rogue would have wanted.
How far are we from the port?
A couple days. I think it's... Let's see. We took the boat up. That was 7 days to the end of the river where the boat could fit. And then it was, I think, it was less than a week. So just walking, it'll probably be like 15, 20, somewhere in there.
But yeah, as you guys are scouring this place, you do in fact find a cell. Frankly, it's less of a cell and more a series of like borrowed fence posts that have been set up around an elf who is currently blindfolded and sitting in a sack, presumably muttering under his breath some really grumpy ass elf shit.
Who wants to take bets on me hitting the stack instead of his head with a disintegrate spell? I practiced with apples, but this is close enough, right?
Do it. Or we could just untie him.
Okay, spoil sport. Take all the fun out of it.
Hey, we might need those spell slots later.
I have more disintegrations. What am I, some kind of peasant?
Aren't you?
I hate it when you're right.
So yeah, we open the sack.
Mister, introduce yourself.
Again.
So you take the blindfold off?
Yeah, we open up the sack. We take you out. Set you free.
Ooh, sets me free.
I do.
Unhand me, you vile creature! I look over at the two humans and what is everybody? All human, right? Except for
I'm a half elf. Bea's a
oh,
Goliath.
Human.
Human and the rest.
Human, half human, human and a half.
No, none of you are.
I'm a
you're
half
better
elf.
than the gnome. I mean, yeah, but that's a bastard, and that's just not even that's not even like a human. That's the
All right,
straight
we'll just kill this
Wazoo
guy and
race.
get the next one.
Now can I disintegrate the bag on his head?
There is no bag on his head.
He walks over to the humans and like, how do you travel with this thing? Where are the rest of them? Did you kill them all? Please
I don't know
tell
if
me
you took them
killed
out of a sack.
You're worried about the gnomes? Don't worry. They got away to Vinder's scalpel dunk, but they left me behind as a prank. I'm the last gnome. That makes me the high gnomer.
Is he stupid?
What languages does Dern
Why are we
speak?
nodding
Traveled
from
long
behind
enough.
Dern?
Common, gnomish, undercommon, primordial, celestial.
Jesus.
So then I'll say in Elvish to Eldrin, just ignore him. He's harmless.
He's a gnome. He can't be harmless.
He is. Trust me.
Disgusting.
Well, if you're looking for a ride, this is common. If you're looking for a ride back to town, we're headed that way. We have an extra elk.
Elk.
Sinclair
Yeah,
points.
like deer, but bigger. I think are elk bigger than deer?
Elk are huge.
Yes.
Yeah, they're the size of a horse.
No, they're bigger than most horses.
They're like
fucking
Clydesdales. Yeah, they're huge.
All right, so we got a big deer.
Or
Yeah.
If horses are black bears, elk are grizzly bears.
Yeah, like
And
the
moose.
top of their rib cage is your forehead.
Mm-hmm.
And Faradul just tamed a bunch of them.
Yeah, are the four more dodos, awake now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Faye, you and Faradul are both awake.
Oh, were they just unconscious from?
Where did Learn go?
Well,
Vacation.
It worked.
Yeah,
They all went to Vinder's scalpel dunk, but they left me behind as a prank. Because that's just how the kneecappers work. Pretty funny, but now I got to find a way to get to Vinder's scalpel dunk my own and get them back in kind.
Really? I thought that was all bullshit.
Sinclair is standing behind Dern, shaking his head and doing the neck cut thing. When he's doing the roly finger thing, like, just roll with it, it's okay.
Faradul looks at Dern, looks at Sinclair, nods slowly. It's like, I see. I see.
Right. So obviously we need to find a way to get into the plane of cobblers first, because there's going to be a permanent connection between that plane and Vinder's scalpel dunk. There has to be.
I
Gotcha.
feel that every time he talks, we all get dumber.
Freya's already at like 6 int and whiz. So she just
That's
like,
perfect
yep,
race for
okay.
feeble minding.
Don't fully understand everything, but all right, let's do it.
Damn
Pretty
it,
sure
Peace
I was
Knight.
dreaming that I was a chicken at one point there, but
Yeah, a little bit.
And along the way, we can spread the good word of the lore bard.
we don't need to anymore.
The word has been spread to everyone the Lord Board wants it to be spread to.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard the word.
All the gnomes have successfully gone to Vinder's Scaffold Dump. That was the purpose of Lore Bard.
Do you think the Lord Board wants elves contaminating this place?
Yeah, obviously. Otherwise, why would you have an elf in a sack?
To keep them from getting there. Otherwise, why the sack?
Do not know. I was jumped by a band of little ankle biters.
Yeah, that sounds like standard gnomish assault tactics. Jump out of bushes, go for the ankles.
Jip, jip.
Jip, jip, jip. Right, well, you're a powerful wizard, right, Eldrin?
Yes.
You should come with us.
Unless you have a better plan for getting to town.
I say to Sinclair in Elvish, is he the leader of your party? Or are you just letting him stand out front because he's so loud?
I respond in Elvish. We let him pretend.
Very well.
Whisper over to Sinclair, also in Elvish. Just mention that it's also good at getting him stabbed. I think that'll lift this guy's spirits.
Oh yes, that sounds yes. Gnome, I will travel with you.
Excellent. Welcome aboard.
Covers, we gotta teach Fair doing Faya Elvish.
No, I understand Elvish.
Oh, you speak Fair speaks Elvish too?
Fucking Faradul over here, surprisingly more cultured than you'd expect for an almond farmer.
Well, who do you think he sells the almonds to?
Yeah, humans and elves.
Wait, does Faya speak Elvish? Thomas.
Just common and giant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she's not that smart enough. She couldn't keep a secret anyway. She's not that bright.
All right. So we start making our way downtown.
That is insane.
Are you walking fast?
Faces, Pats, and someone's homebound.
Me, I'm homebound.
You don't have a home.
Yeah,
Are
dude.
you making
Vinder's Scaffold Dump. Who's got to get back there?
making your way through the woods, sipping this yak?
Ride the forest yak.
Do. All right. Indeed. You all leave, exiting the headquarters of the Cult of the Lore Bard. It's utterly silent, save for the sound of dripping water. Not a gnome in sight. You let yourselves out, dragging your cart of 40 cobblers behind you. And you step outside. It's a nice day. The sun's shining, the weather's nice. Low humidity. Good breeze.
Perfect.
Before we leave, I take string and tie all the faucets open.
The wet bandits, really?
Thus flooding the base. in like a year.
That is a hell of a way to end the lore bar thing, Gilbert. That is when you said it was coming to an end. I didn't expect you to. Yeah,
I didn't expect genocide. No, that I did not
neither.
expect.
Came to a
Expect
swift
genocide.
and glorious conclusion.
It was totally preventable at every point from the start to the end. If
Yep.
only more people weren't so apathetic or stupid.
Yep.
I had no idea. But none of the characters that I played would. I mean, CERN knew before he was struck dumb that he didn't care. Then he was undead, so he didn't technically count as a gnome anymore.
Mittens would have done the same
And
thing.
then the other one didn't know. But I was thinking, what about the fake dagger? This is all going well, but the dagger is still fake. I was
Mhm.
thinking myself during the whole ritual.
Sinclair just shrugged.
Oh yeah, Mr. I was all like, well, I wonder what Gilbert's going to do about the whole, fake ritual component thing. But this ought to be interesting. Dern's too stupid. He's drunk the Kool-Aid. He's all in and has completely forgotten that he faked out the sword.
And he comes out on top.
Yep, he's now the High Gnomer.
There can only be one. He may be as tall as his sword, but he's just as deadly.
Have a proposition. I want to make a proposition with the gnome, the high gnomer.
Yes.
You're propositioning to the high gnomer?
Mm.
Get a room at least.
Oh, well, no, it's just this. I'm gonna. No, I can ensure his enduring survival.
Now that sounds good.
I'll just cast the clone spell on you, and then when you die, you'll have a new body to jump into.
Sounds good to me.
How long does that?
Takes
No.
an hour to cast, and it's good as long as the body remains inside its sealed thing.
Yeah, that's one of the few spells I won't be able to help with material components because mine only last a few hours for the free ones.
So, how big is this container?
Gnome size casket.
How much does that
So
weigh?
A
it's like
shoebox.
a backpack.
Well, no,
Yeah,
how
like
much does that weigh?
Yeah, I mean, Dern is only like
Indian
1'7" and weighs 33 pounds. He's not big or heavy.
So another 5 pounds for the wood, so 35 pounds? Or
Yeah, you just cast the spell. It takes an hour to
I mean,
cast it.
you basically shove him in
yeah.
like an empty keg or something. You're good.
Yeah.
all right.
So when he
Throw that
dies,
in the bag of holding.
and when he dies, his soul will go into the body.
Roll up.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Bum. Diamond worth 1,000 gold pieces and at least 1 cubic inch of flesh. Holy shit on a gnome. That's a huge chunk of flesh.
Like half his hand.
So a vessel worth at least 2,000 gold pieces that has a sealable lid and large enough to hold the creature. So this can't just be a keg.
I said a coffin.
Yeah, but it has to be worth at least 2,000 gold pieces.
It's a nice
Tell you
coffin.
what, Gilbert.
I'm planning on getting
with.
one in the wagon.
Hang on.
It's
with,
mahogany.
I was gonna say, with my carpentry skills in smithing and leatherworking and wood carving and jewelers and masons and during our downtime, on our long rests, while we're making our way back, can I configure and make something with all the gold that we have, something worth 2,000 gold pieces that's got a sealable lid?
Yes, I have one requirement for this to work.
Hmm.
I would like a flavorful description for it to be delivered at your leisure.
All right.
But we must have a flavorful description for Dern High Gnomer Kneecappa's clone jar.
Yep.
I saw it and just had to take it. You know,
Mhm.
This is something I'm gonna do. With my character because he's gonna carry around a casket in the back of his wagon.
Oh,
yeah, that's the other thing. Once we get the wagons, we'll be able to just put them on the wagon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, I'll keep Derns because it's only going to weigh 40, 50 pounds. I'll keep Derns in the bag of holding. That way, no matter where we are, if Dern goes down, we can just literally pop him out.
Mm-hmm.
I Choose you.
Like literally, just grab the casket out and throw it at his dead body. Well, please wait 10 minutes while he puts his armor on.
And this has led to the belief that there are no gnome women, that we simply sprout out of jars in the cart.
God, that's in the mythology now.
The gnome cart.
It will be, given that Dern is the only remaining gnome.
Mm-hmm.
Our gnome shenanigans started with Under, and by God, they end with Under. But yeah, it'll be possible. I just, given that we have the time, and it's not being done with Wish, I feel like it's appropriate we have a proper description for it.
Of course. Well, I mean, we do have all of those gemstones from the where we just were. So I figure 1,000 gold pieces worth of those random gemstones that we looted, and then 100 platinum or 1,000 gold pieces worth of melting it down and inlaying it.
Oh yeah.
So I'll just mark off. I'll just mark off 1,000 platinum because that'll be, or 1,000 gold because that'll be easier to track. Actually, don't have a lot of
big
platinum
old
with me.
keg with like embossed golden gnomes on it.
Oh no, I was
engaging in
gonna make
acts
a
of gnomish
proper
activity.
like a little chest, like a Footlocker kind of sized.
He comes out of a Footlocker.
Yes, but like a really really nice Footlocker.
Love it.
This little fucker gets out of there like it's like he's Dracula.
I want to eat your cobblers.
As the party's bard, I'm morally obligated to do the whole doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, thing every time.
Pick a stone color under sapphire, emerald, whatever stone vibes with Dern.
Olivine.
Okay, one that's easier to say.
Quartz.
Wait, how do you spell olivine?
Olivine.
What is olivine?
Olivine. Looks like it's a kind of greenish.
It's a greenish. It's a greenish stone.
Oh, that's actually pretty. All
Yeah,
right,
that's actually
I'll
really
suffer
nice.
through saying olivine over and over again instead of just emerald. So yeah, there was definitely some olivine in those gemstones.
Okay. Twist my arm, why don't you?
Got some bad news for you though, Under. Apparently Olivine has poor cleavage.
It's gotta eat more spinach.
Well, yeah, that's Sleuth. That's why it's being used for Dern. He doesn't have any cleavage.
Fair point.
I present it to you, AI.
My God, is this thing trying to fucking sell me something?
It's just as full of shit as I expected AI to be.
Exactly. Oh no, I left
Statement.
the purple in there. I didn't even bother filtering the purple out this
I feel like the unnecessary purple prose really sells this. I feel
It's
like
very
someone's trying to
gnomish.
sell me this thing.
I mean, the purple prose just makes it extra gnomish.
It is
That's
a
why I left it in there.
statement, a fusion of strength and elegance that mirrors its creator's genius. How much are you gonna lie to me in the first sentence?
As though it
Hey
carries
now,
the
I'm the
essence
guy
of the
that created
forest.
it, and I'm gonna pat myself on the back because it's beautiful.
I know it. It's being used to clone this chuckle fuck. The Foot Locker.
So I did 50 platinum and 500 gold, and then 1,000 gemstone. I'm going to assume my 10-foot oak plank doesn't really have much gold value. Although it all crafted together technically does add value to it. I'm not going to get into the finer details of cost of labor. Yeah, so just in my downtime, I'm pulling random shit out of the bag of holding and, shaping this box.
Truly crafted out of the sum total of all of Dern's adventures. Every last component of it is linked to his story.
The last sentence, though.
The AI hammer it home sentence.
Yeah, this vessel is as much a testament to his skill as to his unyielding desire to defy the very laws of nature.
Oddly on point.
On the nose.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. This is copying. This goes in Realmworks.
The lore book.
All right.
I mean, that was like what, 3 minutes, 4 minutes for me to write that up.
Lore. It now becomes
Probably a little bit longer.
lore of this world. Legends tell of the last surviving gnome, the High Gnomer, as he travels the world. He's lived for eons. No one knows how old he truly is.
I'm 77.
Nobody knows how old he truly is, and it shall forever remain a mystery.
I always forget that Dern is older than Sinclair.
They're older than probably most of the party, with the exception of like the
Maybe
elves.
Eldrin, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a half elf, but I'm only 33. Just beginning my journey.
You just a little baby.
Child.
33-year-old elf, just beginning his journey. 33-year-old human.
Half elf.
Oh, 33-year-old half. 33-year-old human. Meanwhile, I was like, yep.
Time to retire.
I'm fucking tired. I'm done with this shit. Halfway to retirement.
Mm-hmm. And then he takes an arrow to the knee.
Yeah, so what I did was...
It just occurred to me, it must really suck to be a human working in an elf community. Getting, like, work benefits must be a pain in the ass. Like, your 401k, your retirement plan, your healthcare shit is all really stretched out.
What are those? Those don't exist.
Those don't exist in the elf world. I mean, we live for centuries.
Your vesting schedule's like 100 years.
Yeah, like... don't even open an account until after our first 100 years,
They're sitting there like, man, do we really want to hire a human? I mean, their back's gonna give out before they're even like, working with the company for 80 years.
Yeah, but
I know, right? They won't. Their benefits package won't even kick in after your first 100 years.
The counterpoint is the pension package only has to last for a few years compared to an elf pension package.
Are you kidding? The pension package doesn't even apply to the human.
They have to be there a certain number of years.
I actually have a whole nation in my world based around this whole conversation.
The pension packet is a sticky note that gets put on the desk and like, remember to pay this guy like 5 gold when he leaves his pension.
Yeah, he only works like half, Oh God, he puts in 40 years at the company. Oh wow, that's a long time. I have children
No, it's
that are
not.
40. I mean,
He puts 40 years of his life into the company. That's like what? Working for your local grocery store for 2 years for elves?
Oh, I missed the last paragraph, Dern's hand. That shouldn't say Dern's hand. That should be like Dern's visage or something.
yeah, they're saying that he built it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't specify that somebody else was crafting it, so.
Now I gotta go in here and edit it.
Yeah, let me just feed that back into the AI and fix that.
Can't believe you would do this, Ruffles. You're making Gilbert do so much work.
Yeah, because I totally do lots of work.
So we have to keep the surviving gnome alive. I mean, imagine the money Intervin will pay for the last surviving gnome.
I'll give you $10.
Damn good deal. I'll take that deal.
All right.
Would you take that deal?
All right. I'll raise my price. $10 and a cheeseburger with no cheese.
We're rich.
We got skipped on the
$10 and a pizza party.
We could have held out for cheese.
$10 at a pizza party. Oh, that hits too close to
corporate
home.
into this.
That hits too close to home.
Ooh.
We call it here then?
Yeah, it's just